Welcome to another episode of a St Vincent Untold Stories. Welcome to 4 more years of extreme poverty, more years of unemployment, more years of mismanagement of funds, more years of injustice. I wanted to say kudos to those persons who came out yesterday and stood up for justice. You see, a lot of persons knew that the regime was not going to be present. So it was not going to be so hyped up as usual. Look, the officers came out. And I don't think that they did anything much to say, show off their purpose and so forth. Allegations are that some people were off the top. You see, we are going to look at those things right now. Big ups to all of my subscribers. And if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon if you wish to see more videos like this one. You see other people living overseas whose phones are always ringing off from persons who jumped up 5 in a row and avoided the match. When they call you, tell them, well, why are you calling and you are jumping 5 in a row? It means that things are nice back a yard. Everyone living abroad, if you have families in a St Vincent, check out for them in a real way. You see the people that were on the picket line that knows that there is extreme poverty in St. Vincent. Send some stuff for them. You see those who do not come out? They are showing that there is no poverty in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So why you are going to go out of your way to send them for them when they are denying that there is no extreme poverty in St. Vincent? That means they are okay. That means that Nemo is showing up at their doorstep every day. I remember I told you that I am done calling a certain man name. I am finished completely with his name. Persons thought that I was doing this for my own benefit. I was not because I told you before, Untold Stories is very skilled. Ever since I left school, I attained certain skills and I advanced them. I didn't stay on one level. So the minute I'm out of a job, I'm back in the next one again. And I'm also an entrepreneur. You see all of the barrels that came in during the volcano eruption. Please bear in mind that some of your relatives and friends wouldn't be able to send in any barrels for December, because they tried to help you the best they could. So December now, they might not have enough money to send the thing back a yard. So you are in a sticky situation. Seems like the next chance you have is 2025, or if the big man passes away before that. A lot of you did not want the job, but you stayed home. Just imagine the regime is saying that frontline workers has to take the job. So don't you think that they would tell you before you go into certain buildings just now, you have to present your paper with the job? So you thought that it was frontline workers alone. They are going to tell you that they don't want you dealing up with the frontline workers if you don't take the job, come on. Put your houses in order and get ready. Because just now everyone in your household would have to take the job. I am very sorry for the persons who went to every match. You went out and you did your best. But as I told you before, some Vincentians like living in poverty. They are stubborn. Some don't want anything in life. A progress man I deal with. There is an old church saying that says forward ever, backwards never. Just before the volcano monies came in, they could not pay workers. They could not find monies to repair the roads and government buildings. But since the relief monies came in, a lot of roads are now being repaired. A lot of infrastructures are being refurnished. Where is that money coming from? Please be reminded that that money soon run out. You see, you evacuees back in the red zone who did not come out. At December that I and you know. Green up on no teeth, man. Show the light, ball, them. Things are nice now. Wall food program is calling every month. So you don't have to ice a choke. But come January, back to domestic work, back to unemployment. You see, in December, they would give out a little road work. So it would be excitement all over, man. But when the little 1 week job work finish, just remember it is in August again, you know how far that is. The volcano exploded and it dropped pounds of ashes on your roof. Hurricane came and they slightly lift up the galvanized. Very soon your houses would be calling for repairs. Where would the money be then? That money would already be finished. A statement was released saying that there is a higher case of the pandemic out right now. So tell me something. Wouldn't those youths have to be home to school? Yet they are repairing the school buildings. You see, what some of you don't understand is that Adrian and Kenson are two bright stars. One is a teacher and one is a prison officer. And constantly they have been putting their jobs on the line to help others. They could have stayed silent and collected their checks every month like a lot of public servants do. This may come off as harsh, but Adriana and Kenson, if the people say leave them alone, leave them alone. Just like how some of the people from OTR said leave them alone, that you do. You have to remember they are big and they have a sense. They are not toddlers. You see all of the radio announcers, the journalists, and the vloggers who have been standing up for justice. Please remember, they have skills, you know. You see, the thing is, they are not pleased with what have been going on, so they have to express themselves. You see, as of tomorrow, these type of videos are DONE done. Remember I told you that yesterday was the last that I was talking about a certain man, and you see I did that. From now on, a different type of video. We are go back to the rehabilitation one them and the river one them and so forth. Because it seems like nobody is facing any type of pressure. You see, the person who is responsible for arresting members of the other side. Let them go, man. And now worry about that and carry them a coat and them thing. They make we just done with it. The regime is now going to say, well, untold stories, seeing that you have such a large following, why don't you encourage the people to take the job? What they don't understand, I don't even have to tell them to take the job. They would be given it. I saw about two officers on the picket line. I am kindly asking the regime to give the job to the officers force. Those that were in the streets yesterday trying to stop the march. But excluded the two that came out. And there might be other few that came out as well that I did not recognize. Excluded those. Those that like to push up themselves in the crowds with the baton. Give them the job every 6 months. Because they have to interact with a lot of people. Make sure that they get it good. As I said before, sincere apologies goes out to those people who was on the picket line and they don't see just this. They said that members of the other side were arrested yesterday. Well, we'd have a follow-up to see how that goes. With that being said, I just want to big up the entire population in St Vincent, the regional islands and the international countries who are supporting and praying for us during these difficult times. We thank you. I'm out.